Okay, so I've done all preparations which one can do. So, welcome everyone again, officially. Good to have you on. Today we have our NFT session, a bit different than the usual. One, I really wish is to get some more questions from you. We are not really many here, and I'm not really in watch right now on your YouTube, but I believe that doesn't stop us to at least take in some main question at hand, and then I'll try to jump there as I can. So I believe you can see my screen. Can you confirm?
Yep.
You see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, I see some faces, good faces I know. Ooh, I think my screen has jumped. Let me change it. Let me change it to not full screen. Okay. I believe you're still seeing the screen, right? Please, can you confirm you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so one thing not to leave to be announced is Celo Connect, the first Celo blockchain conference in Spain. It's going to be in Barcelona. You can hear the Barcelona in there. It's a week in Barcelona, and it's. I wish I had put it earlier on my screen because I was actually just shortly Europe out, but I will attend. So anyone who will be there, happy to connect with you over there. So just didn't want to leave this unannounced because I think it's gonna be awesome. Over 1,000 people, I think, are there. Awesome speaker. I see even BlackRock on the speaker list, and so many other colleagues from Kenya, Nigeria, and then the whole German team, US team. So it's really gonna be, I think, great. I wanted to go a bit earlier, but I'm not seeing myself making it, but I'll try my best to do so. But for our topic, as usual, this webinar, presentation, Twitter, etc., any communication, don't constitute any financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, hold no formal qualification, trade entirely on your own risk. This is entirely for entertainment purpose. So when you talk about NFT, I don't know if you really understand NFT. The feedback I get, it is complex, but let's try to break it down here today. So we're really talking about NFT, how to get started, and how to get moving with it. So I don't think I want to give you the intro today. You already had the intro, but I think we all understand blockchain. We understand decentralization. One screen I always like to show is one slide of our former partner is that we have this centralized. We have the centralized system where it's the way most of the system work, like if it's bank, if it's Visa, if it's what other institute you can look at, government, etc. Then we have on the very right the distributed, everything's interconnected and it shares information with one another, which is quite an expensive process to do, etc. And then we have the decentralized one, which is really everyone can join. In the centralized, not everyone can join, obviously. You cannot join the bank network. In the distributed, you could join if you are part of it already in some way, not just you put your node or computer online. You need to know it is just about the data is distributed to every other computer which is connected within the given framework, which is usually within the corporate. Before those days we had FTP, that's a file transfer servers or protocol, and you will download, get your file, put on it, and then you will share your file from the FTP. I mean, those days when I did computers, when I started, I mean, FTP was, we didn't know Dropbox, we didn't know Google Drive, we didn't know, I don't know, WhatsApp, and you could share data like this on WhatsApp. Those things were not there. You'll have a hard drive, which is set online, you put your file on them, and then other people download from it. That's how it was working. So then you try to make that file drive more or less distributed, have another one, they copy to one another, and people can pick either from this one or that one. It was not easy for distributors like Linux. They had to download to put their files on one server, and then if they put a release, everyone storms the server, server is off. And so they will put server 1, server 2, server 5, server 10 to make sure that it's distributed. But everyone will see server 1 goes to where? Server 1. So it was really a heck of a game when it came to that. But now you have systems distributed and totally different networks. I don't want to go there. So decentralized really in this is, yes, we have private network and public network. With Bitcoin, we had public ones. That means anyone who has a machine and the software installed on it connects and is part of the network. So it's way harder to kill it because anybody can join anytime. We don't have something centralized. We recently had a huge hack, a very big hack. I think the biggest DFI hack so far. $600 million was lost in this hack. I don't know if you heard about it. So it put a big pressure on the Bitcoin price and other crypto. The funny thing actually happened some months ago or weeks ago, but it was only now published, and that was because the system it's a blockchain, but they were running the main machine, which are very important to put in simple language, on that or in one provider's basically data center. So I hacked the data center and had access directly to 3 to 4 very important machines, and then I just need another one. So from there they hacked another one, $500 million worth Ether and other token gone, and that was a big hack. It's quite fresh, so I'm not sure how it affects the users, but in the crypto market clearly it was seen. So since we are few here, and I really want everyone to ask questions here. Ange, I want you to ask question. Paddy, I want you to ask question. John, I need questions. I don't want to go where I thought the path is the best for everyone. You can also talk, and that's, as I said, something I really want to have from you. So can you at least, everyone, give me like one question in general? I want to have a conversation here. What is, like, when you hear NFT, that's our topic today. Are you comfortable? What do you want to know? Where do you have question marks so that I can dive deeper in those areas? Please unmute yourself when you want to talk.
I
John,
think
yeah.
I think maybe a good starting point could be to define the fungible tokens and non-fungible tokens. What is an NFT? Maybe is that going back too much to the beginning? I think that's a good idea, so that people could get a good grasp on what we're dealing with.
Okay. Ange, Paddy, unmute yourself. I'm not hearing them. I'm not hearing you. Hello? Okay, let me go to the question, which is very good. What is an NFT actually? When we want to talk about NFT, which is non-fungible token, and when I have non, what is then without non-fungible token? So we have to go back a bit to blockchain understanding. Blockchain is this interconnected blocks, encrypted, non-touchable, at least not changeable, and so on and so forth. I don't want to, when there are questions, I can go deeper into it. So we have this layer of storage in the sense of transactions or any other records that are happening here. It's not meant for big fights. For that one, we use like other protocols that are also working with blockchain and encrypt the data properly, IFS and so on and so forth. So blockchain, we have now this awesome record book that is decentralized, like I was explaining before, the advantage of it, and that is very secure, and everyone can be part of it. And besides so many other awesome, crazy attributes which it has. So then on that blockchain, the first use case which we had was Bitcoin. This is a fungible token. Bitcoin is now the electronic money, basically, which needed a transaction book or record book, and that is basically our the blockchain under it. Then we had other developments. I think yesterday I was listening to a speaker on one of the Twitter spaces, which I've had to start joining. Twitter is starting to really kick off good stuff there. And he was saying Bitcoin and all the others are not really blockchain or coins, cryptocurrencies, etc. I normally, let me say, will agree, and when you go to the Miami conference for sure, but we have also Ethereum, and Ethereum brought us smart contracts. So Ethereum is also blockchain, but it has a way it can run code on it, and this code is machine code, and these are those smart contracts that you can develop. So when we talk then of NFT, so we have the layer, as I've mentioned, we have the transactions I mentioned, we have different blockchain, etc. So then we want to run application on the blockchain, for example. So we talk about decentralized application, dApps. So not the Apple Store apps, not the Google Store apps, etc. Apps that run on the blockchain, which is beautiful. I used to have one app. Sadly, it was whatever removed or the blockchain changed. I don't know. But it had like your CV. You could just put your CV on the blockchain, no cost. At the end of the day, you don't rent space, etc. It runs on everyone who is willing to join the network, and you could just have your CV online, and it's written on the blockchain on the other side, and so it was really interesting. So that's just a dApp, a decentralized application. So nowadays we talk about Web3. So Web3, Web2 is you have a database, and then you have the front end, the website. So you have back end, which is usually with the database for the technical guys. Then you have the front end, which is now for your user. That's where you click, you read, you see the images, but they have to be loaded somewhere. Interaction has to happen somewhere. So that's what your back end is doing. So your back end is usually centralized. It's using centralized systems. So for now, when we talk about blockchain, we want to use decentralized, we want to use blockchain in this case. So that's when we talk about Web3. We basically leave the front end, remove the back end, put in the back end blockchain instead of centralized MySQL database, Postgres database, Oracle, whatever database, or MongoDB, CouchDB, and so on and so forth there. So that's the difference like now with Web3. So we hear a lot in that case. Now when we talk about NFTs, non-fungible tokens, I wanted just to get it along the way understood. So, I mean, the first thing people know is NFT you can get crazy rich. That's what people hear. And they used to hear a lot about Bitcoin, but now they hear about NFTs. So non non-fungible tokens is basically a ownership that you have with any document or any image. Even we have now physical objects, and it has a ID which is unique. That ID is written or comes from the blockchain, so it can't be changed. On the blockchain, I write a block and the block keeps changing. I add more information, etc. Non-fungible, I write that image once, get the address for it, and it doesn't change anymore. It stays in that state. So if you want to buy an artwork, for example, you can buy it now in the physical form, but you can't show it off. You can buy it in the digital form, but then 500 people have it too. Like today, we are opening a new location in Uganda, where we have crypto payment. We have Celo is accepted, Bitcoin, and some awesome stuff is coming up. It's actually already basically operational, just that we have not pushed it into the media yet. So, and because we're still doing some marketing work, and my designer needed a picture, so I went to one of the big platforms where you can buy pictures. In the West, for example, especially West, you respect rights. Someone did the photo, did the work for it, so for you to use the photo, you have to buy the rights to use it. So for us to now print our banners and with that photo, we need to buy the right license. So I purchased the license, I downloaded it. Now, only then I had access to the actual image. So I downloaded the image. Now I give it to my designer utilizes it, etc. But if it was me, now someone else can buy the image also, and someone else can buy it. And we all print similar stuff with the same face. I would like that, obviously. I wish it was so unique that no one else can print with it. Even if they print it, I have the proof that I'm the real owner only of it. That's NFT. I can actually have the same picture, put it on the blockchain, and sell it as an NFT, and the person buying it knows 100% if we did things genuinely, he's the only owner of that very image in this case. So I hope I've explained it. So just instead of going to the market and trade your products there on the market, you do it digital. But digital, the challenge is always, how do you prove ownership? How do you prove it's really only once? That's what NFT has solved. NFT can show this one is only designed once, and whoever buys it is the owner and can even prove it on the blockchain with his key. Is that understood? Anything to add or any question to that? Hello? John, that was your question.
Yep, that was good.
Okay.
It was good.
Any question left to it?
I think it seems at the moment to be limited, or NFT is expressed a lot in artwork. How do you see the expression changing? You can. What kind of would the tokens change? I mean, you call them tokens, whether it be a piece of artwork, a piece of music, or rights to something. How do you think that's going to change and be accessible for everybody to use? The commercialization of NFT, put it that way. How do you think that's going to happen? How would that work?
Okay, good questions. I think NFT is something which has kicked off. I think even since 2017, we already saw some stuff happening there. We had some of the huge sales, which really, like, one small picture goes for $1 million or $500,000. Even if it's just $500, it's quite a lot for a small picture just like that. So that went obviously into the media. Hey, wow, what's going on, etc. Then we had some notable projects that really like became, let me call it, yeah, really skyrocketed in every way. They skyrocketed in the sense of the community behind it. They skyrocketed in the area of the money that was moving for them, and so much. So when I look at NFT, I think your question was like, okay, how about really what does it take to really be in the there's a word for it, but really in the public domain fully, etc. We saw it at the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was actually one of the first events. Crypto was everywhere. I mean, everywhere was crypto. If any exchange, Coinbase had like they were just going down. They make advert during Super Bowl, which I didn't watch, but I was the first time definitely more involved because of crypto, and Coinbase went up like this and shoop up, I think a week or so too later. And so others were different setup, and there were very professional ads also, extremely professional ads were also there. I mean, Super Bowl, I mean, the costs behind it are something different. So that's when you could see it. So you're talking about mass adoption. Mass adoption is really something I don't think we're gonna see soon with NFT, because even with crypto, I mean, me as a crypto lover, that's where I'm doing. I don't think we are even yet at mass adoption. Yes, we have a whole country that has said, you know what, crypto now. Russia has now said, you know what, for some of their partners, friends, they're gonna allow payment of oil, etc., with crypto. And we're talking about not a small market here. It's still not mass adoption. If I now step out, I'm right now in Germany. If I now step out and go to the pizzeria or to any restaurant here, nobody will accept Bitcoin. And I have enough to pay the pizza, but no one will accept it. And if I go and hold my Visa card or the euro, everyone is fine with it. So that's just crypto. So we don't even have mass adoption on crypto. So we like to sing the song, but we need to look at the public, how many are really singing the song with us, and we're not there yet. NFT took it by storm. Why? NFT is visual. That's the first thing. It's something visual. And then it's something where so many attributes are coming in. We have musicians. One musician alone, like Nas, I don't know his real name, he has millions of people following him. When you talk about Snoop Dogg, who is also involved in the crypto, I don't know his real name, and other artists. When we talk about which one is this year in Africa, who's doing a lot of projects there. John, you must be knowing that's your industry. Akon.
Acorn.
Yeah, he brought out a
Zone
coin
coin.
even called
Yes, zone coin.
Exactly. So they have a totally different reach. They talk about everyone tomorrow is dancing on A. That's what I meant, the music. How many are listening, singing, dancing on it? Crypto, we're not there yet still. Even Econ is not there yet. So that mass adoption is, I don't want to talk more there. So when we're talking about NFT, as I mentioned, it's visual, not just visual. It's also audible. It actually touches most of our senses. And that's why I think it's going to take the storm and has already started very different. I mean, you can now, there's a beautiful project that came up. It's like African art, and that platform has now partnered with Salo. And basically what I would like to see, I'm not seeing it yet, but what I would like to see is actually the tokenization of the assets and then tipping the artists through it, and then build whole ecosystem. And this can be sub-ecosystems. That's just Michael's far-fetched vision and dreams. I mean, next week I'm with the crypto guys, then I can talk my language with them and see how we synchronize. But that's one area. Musicians, we have. I was once in Nigeria on the beach, and there was some young kids, and they came, hey, can we sing for you? You know, they want to earn some little nairas. So, can we sing for you? And one said, yeah, it's okay, young kids. And then one started rapping, the other one started singing, and the other one, really nice. And the other one was dancing. 3, 4 guys of them, others started joining like that. They will not get to be known like that. They're trying to live from the small. But in today's world with decentralization, crypto, NFT, etc., this can be a brand new market completely. What all they need is maybe a phone, someone supporting them, and that's those sub. Africa, we have artists, we have sculptures, we have so much. So NFT is a technology that can allow monetization of assets in a totally new class, new world, and so because it touches to different senses, like I've mentioned, audio we have also visual, obviously. So already with just the two, it's a lot. Bitcoin touches, I don't know which sense. If you buy clothes, maybe this way, touch, etc. Actually, NFT also touch is also there, so it has 3 senses. And I would say if we manage to have such an asset class, which touches our senses, and it has 3 already, like I've mentioned, I think the storm or the mass adoption looks automatically very different than any other thing that touches 1 sense, if at all. So that's my long answer to you, John. But I think it actually encapsulates my thinking. So what it takes you, John, to bring your song and release it. It takes Gashema, Caleb here to do. I don't know, Caleb, where you are. I think you're in Uganda. In any area you are in, take the horns of our famous Ugandan cows, or etc. Angel and Rwanda, the hills, or other things we keep hearing. So all those things can become Uganda. Okay, where exactly, Caleb? So all these things can be are an asset. And when we start Bit2Big, my vision was that I want to create a platform, an ecosystem where one sparking already with dreams and ideas can finally get into economical sustainable living and beyond. So we are all talented, and you can use your talent to actually live a life which is in your eyes worth it, not in other people's eyes always, because other one wants to drive a big car, they say, yes, I've arrived. I don't know. So that's what I can say. Kawempe, welcome, Caleb. So that's what I would say about the NFT side. Long answer, yet I believe it has most of the topic. Any other question? Caleb, we're just asking questions because I want you to understand it. So when you go from here, you're like, yes, today you cracked it, you got it, and the presenter was not just talking about what he wants, but talked about what I want. So Caleb, questions, comment, and John, please, question answered, more questions. Paddy, Ange, I don't hear from you anything.
I think it just occurred to me about the exchange and digital worth and exchange. You mentioned that if you went to try and pay for a pizza with Bitcoin, someone probably won't accept it. But it's the same thing. If I came to Uganda now with a East Caribbean dollar, they will not accept it either.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. I think
But you'll be able to exchange it on a forex, maybe for a horrible rate. But
yeah, exactly. Somebody would say, okay, you can't deal with that directly, but let me fix it, and I'm going to charge you 50% of its value for commission. And then that's rip off. But I think when it comes to decentralization, if I had a car, for example, and I said, oh, I'll take 2 bitcoins for it, you know,
mhm,
and I give you that car, and then you give me 2 bitcoins for it, you know.
mhm,
I mean, you now own that, and I have 2 bitcoin.
yes,
The difference between that and the US dollar is basically a mindset. It's
mhm,
just a mindset, because I have got the car that I wanted, and you've got something that you believe is of value. Now, when you get that to Bitcoin, you can then trade that Bitcoin wherever you want to. You can go to buy another set of coins with it. It's just really a mindset, I think. And I think when it comes to mass adoption, it's people accepting that this digital stuff
true.
is worth. It's a
Yeah.
mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're very right. It's a very good point there. Clearly, it's an acceptance. I mean, for you holding your Caribbean dollar and holding it up, I might say, "Oh, what's that? It's a flyer or what?"
Yeah,
And someone else say like, "Oh, John, I'm your friend. Where are we going out?" Like that.
exactly.
So two different reactions. The other one knows what it is, and the other one thinks to
Mm.
know what it is. So it's this value that we put towards things.
I think.
If I have my 50,000 Ugandan shilling and I
Mm.
hold it in Germany, I don't even get a peanut for it like that. But in Uganda, at least I can get at least the driver to take me some good meters like that or other things. So it's really right what you're saying, and I think the question is, do we need to be now educated
Mm.
towards this new asset class? And is that the right process for it? I mean, as a child, you grow up. Daddy, I want ice cream. Ah, let me see if I have enough money on me. Ah, ice cream is somehow connected to money.
Mm.
And it's always US dollar or it is euro or Canadian, and it has that color. Oh, dad is not happy when I do like this with it, like that. Dad is always happy when I say, Daddy, I found this one. Dad is like, oh, wonderful, good child, like
Mm.
this. And if I say, oh, I found a nice animal, he doesn't look that happy. So it is already as a child you keep seeing it, you keep hearing it. Daddy, I want to go to school and we don't have enough money. Daddy, I want to buy this. I don't have this. We look at TV and see objects and things we want, and somehow it's connected back to that certain value, and we've grown up with knowing it is that hard cash. Now go to kids and tell them, hey, go meet your friends. They're like, no, I don't need to go. Actually, I just go here WhatsApp, I go here
Mm.
Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. My friends are all here, like that.
Mhm.
While the generation before, they will meet, they will play games, and so on and so forth. So I think we might have to also undergo such a shift. And I like what you mentioned, John. We might have to go such a shift of um, that in build or much learned way of valuing,
Mm.
and go another stage and actually learn like, oh, you mean this digital thing has wow, like that. So in
Well, that's what's
Africa, when they
happened.
started mobile
That's
money, they were sending mobile money from this phone to the next phone, which was working perfectly. But when people were introduced to it, they were like, okay, I'm here. Me and you were here. So do it while I'm beside you. Here, I give you 10,000, then you give me 10,000. I see it. And they were standing together. The person was like, I want to see it. I'm not going to go away from you. You're going to steal my money, maybe. So then he sent the money to the other phone. He said, oh, okay. Then he stepped a bit further. Okay, now send me again. I want to see that it works. And he steps a bit farther and a bit farther, and then after a while, the trust was built, and now it's they contribute to the GDP in the country tax-wise at least more than any other. So that learning is something we need to get into the schools like that.
Mm. I think it's there are underlying opportunities for the African continent.
Yes, true.
It's interesting, content and continent, almost the same word.
Yeah, almost for some people.
Yeah, and because if once we've changed our mindsets, that's a good example you give about what it is. You have to accept what it is. What it is as it is, not without intermediate to tell you what it is. I mean, a dollar,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
telling you what it is. When you exchange one digital coin for another digital coin, it's what you both believe it is. What two
Very
people
true.
involved is worth it. So somebody could sell an NFT for $2 million, which is just a picture of a guy with an ape. What the hell is that? But to that person who bought that $2 million
Yeah,
NFT, it's worth $2 million to him.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there are other
That's
people
very
who,
true.
and why is it worth 2 million? Because other people accepts that it's worth $2 million.
Many people, but some people, yeah.
Um, but
Very true.
you know, so I think it's a mindset. Once we change our mindset, then we can start creating that content and that fits that mindset.
Yeah, I think it's both because the mindset you get it changed with the content and then with experience. So if you want to first change your mindset, you still need to show them something. You need to still display something. You still have to have this story. Oh, there were two guys in the US, they were actually just getting a paycheck, and the other one took his $200 bought in whatever token. The other one also did it, and shoop, they were millionaires within 3 months. Oh, what did you say? Did you say millionaires? Now they did not hear the initial story. They just had the end. The guy, the guys were millionaires. Now they want. Can you repeat the story again? What was the token again? What is the token? So that's the focus. We need to get the focus of individuals and at mass scale with the topics that they're interested in, and having that value preposition kind of. And that takes you, John, to do it, Caleb here, to do it with every individual one. And me, I'm a believer. I believe in my God. So if I am with other people, I want to talk to them about my belief. I'm not there to evangelize them and tell them, if you don't do it today, you're dying tomorrow. No. But my value, how I grew, all my stability, and I thank God for it. So if someone asks me, Michael, how did you do it? I said, you know what? I thank God. What do you mean you thank God? I'm like, well, A, B, C, D, E. So we need to talk more about what we see impacting us positively. But you can't talk if you don't play the game. You need to play the game, and then others can join you in the game. And I think such webinars like this and others might be helpful. So if you're a musician, do something with it and then share your story.
Yeah, I think NFTs are okay. We talk about mindsets. I mean, those. I remember when Twitter first arrived, and I thought, and like a lot of people there, what can I do with this? What can I do? I mean, I can't really. I got an email I got to send. I got some instructions I've got to send. I got 120 characters or whatever it was then.
Yeah, I think even below 60 or something.
And then nobody has it. So for me, I didn't jump on it straight away.
Neither me.
I wasn't. In my mind, I wasn't set. I also read about Mr. Sony when he first put the Walkman together. People started saying, "Well, what do you want this for?" I mean, what good could this be? I remember reading him saying. And of course, the Walkman has been responsible for it's even partly responsible for our digital evolution. Partly, the Walkman is the start of the digital world. And look where we are now with it. So I think the NFTs, doing an NFT and deciding what you're going to create with it. I think one has to think outside the box, and then try and envisage. Okay, it might, like right now we're all talking. We don't read, it's still foggy areas, but just be confident that the clouds are going to clear, and then everybody is going to see land. But you got to make sure that they've seen it. You've actually docked on land yourself.
That's true.
Not while everybody's looking for the land, you're actually on there because you had a purpose in the beginning.
I agree there. And I mean, in the NFT space, and I'm changing it to one of the slides, we're talking about, I mean, like I was trying to say earlier, it's not only for pictures or what. We have gaming. Gaming comes in different ways, but you could have, for example, an object in a digital world, which is a non-fungible token, and even the publisher paid for that object to be used like this. And I think we're going to see a lot in that area. I mentioned the art already, creative people, etc. These are some of the advantages. Sellers can directly, that's what you are saying, removing the middleman, can directly connect with their audiences. Therefore, there's no agent needed in between, etc. And that means usually higher pay for your art or any NFT that you're selling. NFT gives you the power to retain ownership of original artwork or digital collection, which is also beautiful. We have a lot of art out there, and the original owner we don't even really know. We cannot follow the exchange on the blockchain. We can actually see hands or see the objects changing hands, etc. So if you can buy an NFT at reasonable price, you can even sell it later at higher price. So I bought some NFTs, just trying out, and I'm not willing to pay the gas fee on it. That's another challenge or issue I don't want to go into, but the transaction costs are there, and on Ethereum currently they're quite high. They want to solve it this summer, likely, or later. But on Salo blockchain is something really different. So I'm more playing myself on the Salo blockchain. And the disadvantages, most people don't understand blockchain NFT. That's exactly where we were initially. So mistakes are happening, losses are higher, etc. NFTs run on dApps, which I explained earlier, so which are controlled by blockchain, dApps, and so on and so forth. So, and they don't run on this centralized system that we know, Facebook, Google, etc. This is really on blockchain. So the understanding is either missing, the creation is a challenge, etc. So you find also a lot of forgery there. A lot of people are losing their keys through insecurity. Let me call it through wrong storage because of knowledge. So they might have their passphrases and then they put them on the wrong medium, let me call it. So you can buy one, hope you can sell it later with a huge, and then you find that either the market crashes. We hear about rug pull. That's basically someone pulling the rug under you. That's someone offering a system, telling you what you put money in there, you're holding something, and then they more or less disappear. We just had a case, I think this or last week in the US when it comes to that. But still, if you still decide to make an NFT, which you should, by the way, I want to stop here and answer more questions or do some little practical. Time has already passed, actually. But if you still decide, and that still connects to our point we're discussing about, to make an NFT, which I really, really wish everyone does, and I'm happy to help you individually, those in our channel. I'm happy to help you individually. Just chat me up. We do one, you know how to go from there. So if you really decide to do one of the things I want you to know is that crypto is all about community, and that's what we're talking actually here about. So if you have a great project, great token, great I don't know what in the crypto space. You need the community. You need the people who are willing to share with you the vision somehow. We say like, yeah, John, I can bet on him. He's on the team. We know we are the winning team. Let's do this together. Let me bring my friends. Friends, bring your friends. Hey, friends, bring your friends. Let's do this. And then it comes into a movement here. So, what NFT and even tokens require for your success when you have even bought it, or if you want to sell it even harder, you need to do the marketing. You need to have that community. The people need to know about your great new art, about your great new musical talent, about your great jump that you did no one has ever seen before, or everyone should be actually seeing now. You need to build a community. Don't just think you make an NFT, drop it on the platform, it will run on itself. In the normal world, it doesn't run like that. In the digital world, it doesn't run at all like that. You need the marketing side of it, etc. And some of these NFTs which were sold at crazy price, these are celebs that have been buying, and even themselves, they don't do it. They have a middle company that's doing it for them. I mean, if Snoop Dogg throws away $1 million on something there, you're like, yeah, this guy, my friend told me I should also do this. I did it, and yeah, why not? So marketing is a very important stage. I want to stop on this slide after explaining it, but I'm talking about the marketing, and I'm seeing marketing really is like a big challenge for many people. I hope anyway, let me not go there, but so you build your community, you list it more on than one marketplace. You have like OpenSea. OpenSea actually pulls in also from other marketplaces. That's why it's always the biggest, kind of. It's like the Google that just checks all the sites and shows it for the search. So conduct AMA session, ask me anything sessions, which I don't do yet. I do it partly in webinars like this. Increase your organic visibility in search engine optimization. That is not work, you just do like one day you are there. No. Get help from influencers, money spent. Create educational video, money spent. Leverage the power of PR, more money spent. Run PPC campaigns on search. Not everyone knows that stuff. Build brand visibility via content marketing, money spent. Needs to be done. Use email marketing. You can do it yourself. Some content writing, etc. Apply different CRO strategies. This is part of making your NFT successful and be known out there. Even if you bought one, you want that you sell it maybe for a higher price. You want everyone to know, hey guys, I did this, I did that. So when you want to do it, I mean, this should not shock you and say, oh wow, this guy made a list of 11. And I believe if he gives the details, the list will be 100. So should I really start somewhere? Rome was not built in one day, I'm told, and I believe like that. We were not born in, we went to 50 or what? It is an evolvement. So don't be shocked by that also. So I want to stop here to hear your questions. I'm happy to share something also directly, like digital, the wallet, etc. What I was talking earlier also about. But questions, any questions? Again, now that we're here, let's use the next 15-20 minutes for looking into something practical, maybe very short, and then build on it from there. Next, by the way, call I'm gonna have. I want to try out Twitter Spaces because Zoom is great. Disadvantage is you need all to log in, and I want to make sure people don't miss this. So if anyone is voting against it, vote. I might consider it, but that's why we're gonna have to talk more about this very slide. So, question, comments before.
Can you make this slide available? Can you make this slide available, please?
No, these slides are massive. Actually, I think I have over. Sorry, I can give some of it. I think it's you can see it's over 41 slides.
No, just this
Um,
one. This one page.
this one, yeah. Sure. I'll do that. Happy to do it. Yeah. So yes. Any other questions, comments? Something you want to see?
Good evening, Michael.
Good evening, Caleb. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to have you on.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. These days I've relocated, so I'm around here. I don't know. Are you still in Kampala?
No, I'll be, but right now I'm not. Drop me your number. I will get in touch.
Oh, I thought you were around. I've just relocated. Recently I was in the west, but now I'm here in the central doing other stuff.
Now you want to do the real stuff, NFT.
So my question was, what do you think NFTs are making it, as in the value is increasing day and day in, day out. So what do you think that special thing they're having, besides the ones which were in the market already, like the how can I call them? No, I'm trying to look for a way I can format it. I'm trying to do so.
You can maybe rephrase it. Oh, you got muted. Okay, I see John, you unmute yourself. Question, comment?
No, I was just looking at that slide again, and thinking
This one.
yeah, that's after.
it.
But there was a slide before that, though. I think is how to create the NFT.
Okay.
I think
yeah, we have separate slides on it, which I can share. But the create, I can just jump very brief through it. So we have. Let me show you my browser. I actually want to go for a demo, but I see people have not watched for it. So we have OpenSea. I find them a bit buggy. I don't know. I've not been reading much about it, but I found them a bit buggy. Could be only no, it's surely not my experience. I've been negatively surprised on them, but I understand why other projects have jumped in. So can you see my screen? Do you see the website OpenSea, or you just see?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. You see the website?
Yeah.
Okay. So OpenSea is really one of the typical platforms, one of the biggest in the industry, and has really made some crazy sales. As I said, it indexes also other platforms, etc. And you normally want to start on the highway when you want to sell or to get your products to be known. You don't want to start on the side road. Or if you want to open a business, you don't put it there, no one find there. You put it, if possible, straight at the main road. So OpenSea is this main road. We have other platforms like Super Rare also, where it's specialized on really rare stuff. We have others which are specialized in other areas. We have others whereby when you sell your NFT on it and someone sells it for a higher price, you get 10%. Even on every sale, every time you get 10%, which is awesome. So you really earn long term. So what's the help of me when my NFT, I sell it for $50 and someone else sells it for $1 million. I would like to know that. I would like to earn on it, not just know. I would like to earn on it. I don't want to just know about it and I'll be crying. And my wife will not know why I'm such a bad mood for a half year. So you make decision according to that, okay? So I have a whole comparison of oil, to my knowledge at least. I did a whole study and really made yeah, I just looked at them. So I'll share on a separate call. But to answer the question of Caleb, why do I think that NFT are or were able to break through? I think it's are able to break through. Caleb, like earlier, tried to explain Bitcoin. When I can't see one, I can't touch one, I can't feel one. It's just here I understand, but I can't, and I can't see it. And NFT, and it started with art, I can see. It is visual. People like to be like visual things like that. Like you can talk and someone can't get you. Show the picture like, why did you say it like this? So now you can even touch it. Wow. And then you can, well, we can't smell it yet. Well, if someone did an NFT of something that's smellable, I guess, but not over the internet, not yet. So I have those three senses like I mentioned, and I think that's what makes NFT already unique. Secondly, we are already in the market where people like collectibles. You understand? We like collecting stuff. Go to a 50-year-old home and find what they have all collected. My God, they have even the helmet they bought in this country when it was raining, and they collected. The helmet is still there, and it's like how many years? They don't even put it on. So people like to collect stuff. People like visual. People like. So I think, Caleb, you're getting it. Let me not go further. So NFT is actually touching that nerve better than anything else. And I can use existing assets for it. I don't need to create something new to be part of NFT. I can just take what I already have. Like where is it? I had a picture here I wanted to show. Where is it? Let me see. So I had a picture here. Do I still have it? And I can actually take my picture and do with my picture. Is it here? Let me see. I can take my picture like I did. This is a known model in Uganda, and we did a photo shoot. And during that photo shoot, these are photos never released before that you're seeing. And I was shooting for some of our products. So now I've never released the photos because the business had adjusted and so on and so forth. And there's some known models. I mean, these are not just unknown models. So, and what I'm trying to tell you is I have the asset already. Now I can actually put the asset on blockchain and earn with it, NFT in this case. So that is the beauty with it. I think you understood the point very well. So with this said, let me not show you more photos which are still under how do you want me to call it? Not released yet.
Copyright restrictions.
Yes, and you'll be saying, it's my photo, and I'm like, no, this was ours. So I did wonderful creative shoots in Uganda. Like they're just playing around. I like the photographer. He's one of the best photographers in Uganda, and so on and so forth. They are not out yet. I've never released them. So why not using them? So I think, Caleb, you got my point very well. So now that I've gotten it, I need access to that awesome world, which is, as I mentioned, Web3. Web3 is that area where I have my key and I can interact with the blockchain. That's what really Web3 stands for. It's a new marketing word, but let's leave it there. So usually it is the Brave, this one here, the MetaMask. Sorry, I said Brave because it used to be called Brave browser. So it's a MetaMask. So just install the MetaMask on your computer. It has plugins which work in Chrome, which work on any other browser. I'm not sure about Edge. I guess the new Edge, yes, I think it's gonna be built on the free Chromium, etc. So just try that out. Let me allow it for now. So MetaMask works on your phone, works in your browser, or you just get the Brave browser. The Brave browser has an inbuilt Web3 or wallet. It's just a wallet. It's just really wallet. So you take the Brave browser. It's also on the Brave. It's also on the phone. Install the Brave browser. There is it. After many ads, and it has already, like you've seen this logo here already. That's where Brave is from, and you have your you have it inbuilt there. If not, you install the plugin. Then after you install it, you generate your key. Okay. These are these secret recovery phrase. I'm showing it to you for a reason. I have this secret recovery 12 words and 24 up to 24 words. Please never share these words with nobody ever. When you do it, you lose your asset. That is your key to the access of what you own on the blockchain. So if someone gets these words, you can reconstruct that private key, your money is gone. So never share your key. Some people share it with me because of some cybersecurity related topic or other issues. Not to talk here, but normally, even me, I don't want to share with me your key. Even before someone does it, I tell them what they're doing. So if you have them, put them in. If not, you create them with this very wallet. So MetaMask is just a wallet. So you can log in. In this case, let me log in mine. I use password safe. I can only recommend you use a password safe. It helps you in very many different ways. And then after logging in, I can now enter the. It's just a login, but I'm not logging in with my login of my standard how do I call it, password, email password. Here now I have to log in with my keys because that's what we're using for Web3. So I log in here. That's my password, yes, to open the vault, my access to my private key. Basically, once I'm in there, I can now see my assets that I have on the blockchain. It's all written on the blockchain. I did some staking here. It shows me what I did, and then I have my assets here. It shows me my Sailor token and funny tokens that are still under the hard. So then I can close this. I was just showing you. Then I can log in. So I can join here and say, hey, I want to open my profile. Then it says, hey, how are you logging in? Then I say, well, I want either MetaMask, you see on the number 1, Coinbase wallet, I will do it. Wallet Connect is coming up. It's one of the options. Ford Magic, etc. And then many other options here. Even the Trust wallet I see here. I will always try to go with MetaMask. I'm looking for another option because I didn't like what they did recently, blocking some users. That means they are not decentralized enough. But I take this one for now. I was already, I believe, connected. So I'm in here. Important is always when you have different networks, normally it's Ethereum, but when you have different networks like me here, you have to choose the Ethereum so you're on the right network. So I can find my profile here, and I even have already a collection. Collection you can usually put in many, many items. Once I'm in here, I can just create an NFT. I just go here. When I say create, we call it minting. It is written on the blockchain. That process we call minting. So for that to be allowed, I have here the message that there's a transaction and the rights, why this wallet wants to have the access. Yes, I say yes. I choose my picture here. Please use your own things. Don't use someone else, someone's else items at any point given time. That one is unethical. Let me call it that way, but it's even criminal. So NFT, you want to use something which is really yours. Yes, Caleb, you're seeing NFTs. Huh? So I have it here. I put a name in here. Now the name matters. This is a marketing stuff now. It really matters. Then maybe I want to put a landing page or talk about it. I want to put a link on it here for that very item. Say, guys, I've done my NFT. This was the shoot of what, and the famous model nowhere to be. Now she's New York, $1,000 per hour. Here is her humble beginning. That's the description text. Short, pregnant. Is it pregnant? No, I think it's another English word for it. Short, really precise, marketing-wise, and so on and so forth. To have it here, put your properties here, and so on and so forth. How many are there? Which blockchain? You have Polygon, which had some small issues, but I can't talk much about it. It's not a blockchain I know very well. And then once I've put all my data here, these are basically metadata. These are the data describing the object. I can add it also to a collection here, which I already have, actually. Can I add it to a collection? Yes. Am I right here? Because this interface did for me something. Okay, I can actually put a collection name in here, but it should actually also be able to add it already on one. Then I choose, I create it. After creating it, it is not fully written yet. That's, or else you would spend money. That's a good change they did. So then I need to set how much do I want to sell it and all that, and then it's written on the blockchain, which costs money, Ethereum in this case. So I need to add Ethereum. If I'm have my Brave or my MetaMask here, I have my address here. This is your address. You copy it. I paste it here for you just to see. Has nothing to do with here. I paste so on this address is where I send my Ethereum on. You can buy it from us, counter 25. And then once you have enough Ethereum, you can then write it on the blockchain. So I'll stop here because it's really simple. And I mean, everyone here, Caleb, John, Paddy, you should have an NFT. Make your own photo. There's a guy who just did, I think, every morning a photo, tired, and he was getting enough money, better than the salary. So don't do it, but anything, start with small baby steps, and then you get better and better. I want to give you the mic for the last 5 minutes, and we close and call it a day. Yes, Caleb. Yes, I've been in Brazil. Your question, I think I've answered it already. So the NFT, I can't hide it anymore. The NFT tells the story. I have a lot of amazing pictures from there. When Brazil was still Brazil, now it has evolved so much.
Okay, Michael, you've done that. That handsome young lady, you've put her up as an NFT. Okay,
yes.
Fantastic. Now, I'm the other side now, and how? Okay, are you promoted? You've given us the list of how to promote it. We've done all that work. Now I'm going to buy that NFT. Talk us through that now.
Yeah, so you go through here and like, wow, this is, oh, what?
Where do I find that first? Wait. You're assuming that I know. I don't know. I don't know about NFT. I don't know about this piece of art that you've put up on the platform. I don't know anything about that. How that's a reality. How do I make the NFT knowledgeable to the people, or make people knowledgeable of the NFT, put it that way? And then how is a transaction done? And for me to get my $1 million for that piece of artwork. Explain that to us.
Okay, so I've put my NFT. The young, nice looking lady is now on the blockchain, and I've done that. After doing that, and I maybe did the website also for it, and have it all in the metadata there. I believe it's changeable. Then after saving it and minting it, not saving, minting it, it will be appearing here. The challenge
on OpenSea.
on OpenSea, yes, because I did on OpenSea. If I do on Super Rare or others, it will be listed there. The challenge is to be in the top. You see, it's called trending and top. That one takes that one takes serious work. That's the marketing I was talking about. So to be in trending already, I mean, if I click here on this one, trending clearly is not for $50. If you look at it, the floor price is it started here with 1.21, so 0.21 Ethereum, which is, I guess, around, I've not checked Ethereum very well, $3,750. Just, but the different ones actually here. Sorry, the different ones here, but should have been the one. So the collection. So I'm seeing this one here. It's just, I don't know what's gonna show me here. Really? No, that cannot be the one. Okay. Okay, so that's the mutant Shiba. And the cost is, the highest offer so far is $526. I can see over time how it has developed. So I've put it on the platform, it is on the platform, and then I want to get it known. So I am now wanting it either in trending or top, and I want to make sure it is actually categorized right. That's what I did earlier. It's an art. So it's somewhere in here. And I'm now making Twitter ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, talk to my friends, tell them, guys, my first NFT, what I flood the WhatsApp group in a nice way, not spamming, like all that. So people get to know, wow, hey, you know what, John, I like you. Yeah, let me offer, let me make an offer. And you tell all of them, just at least make an offer, you know, like this. So the last buyer is when I will accept. If it's you, I know I will not. You like collections, like when you go to what do you call those houses, when auction, those auction houses. So you basically do that people get to know about it. So once they get to know about it, and then like, wow, guys, this guy, you know, John, oh, that John, yeah, which John again? And then yeah, you know, he did something really great, and look at this, he wears a shirt, it's printed on it, and so on and so forth. And you get the influencers and ABCD. So now you end up, yes, now this is your NFT. It is out. People have known it. People have seen it. The only thing now when you come to this is on the other side, the way you're asking me, after seeing it, liking it, I say, okay, why not? Okay, it's ending on 7th April. Let me see first. And in the NFT, when you're before minting, actually when you have a setting after saving it where you can choose either it's there for 3 months, 6 months, and what is your starting price, or you say this is my price, and then someone buys or sell, and you can also have a setting that highest buyer is the one, or you choose. So you have a bit adjustments there. So I make an offer here. I can now make an offer. I basically need to be a bit above, I believe, the amount. You also can choose the currency, but it's currently mainly wet here. I don't have any, but I want to put one, which is free. Okay, that's where I was not bad. $3,288 is one Ethereum here. And then my offer expires in exactly 1 day at this time. And then I agree that I will buy it for that price when the client says, yes, I'm okay with it. I like the stuff they did. They put in Uniswap. They integrated Uniswap in here. Quite cool. I saw it when I was playing with it a bit. And I can choose my token here. So after, I can also pay with card. They even integrated MoonPay. I can also pay with card, the money, but it's still just the offer. And then the person who owns it accepts the offer or not. That's it. Now the price, the highest bidder, and I've accepted it, that's the price I've taken. If it now gets sold for way more, I have no share in that. So it is simple as that, I would say.
The mining of it, what format do I send?
The format for when you create one,
yeah,
the format is left to you. Every platform has different supported formats. So this OpenSea gives you picture, image, PNG, GIF, SVG, even MP4, which could be a video, web format here, MP3, WAV, OGG, GLP, GLF, and ABC. Those ones, no, and only up to 100 MB. So,
and what determines the price of the mining? Is it the weight, the size of the file, or what?
no, that's the same. That's the same. To my knowledge. So if it's 10 MB or more, it doesn't matter because the transaction has to be written on the blockchain, and that's where the cost is. There's been future changes on the storage layer. I'm not very sure here. If storage, they also charge for it extra, but that one I'm not sure. When I was doing mine, okay, I've not minted mine because of bugs in it. In the platform, I wanted to mint, but it did not work. So if I go here, actually, we can do it together here. So this is, I don't know which year it was, long time ago, 2006 is when I was here in Brazil and on the beach. And it was like, way, this was awesome. I mean, if anybody wanting to buy this should actually spend $2 million, right? So
to see you, standing up.
Sorry?
To see you standing up.
Yeah, that one is the next one. I can promise that if you buy this, then you get that. So you can see I need to mint it, to actually write it on the blockchain. So I can go now here to sale. And when I'm in sale, this is what I was telling you. I can either have a fixed price or a timed auction. Then I can say sell to the highest bidder. Sell with declining price. I mean, clearly the highest. Then I can choose here. Oh, now it's fixed. Okay, last time I thought I had an option. So, is it fixed? I can change it. Yeah. No, here's Ethereum. Anyway, VAT. This wrapped Ethereum. So I said, wow. I mean, this was hard work. It should be at least 1 Ethereum, and that's really little. But at least we start from there. So how many days? I say I'm doing this for not too long because I don't want I don't want people to think too long. Oh, that was the starting date. So starting we can do today. They have not done this really very friendly. I think forms can be done more friendlier than this, but they're front ends to make it basically there, and then maybe till May. This is the best date possible. So I put that one. Then the fees they're gonna charge when it is sold. That's the beauty here. Until then, I'm not paying a fee for them. So I'm paying 2.5 when it is done. So I say I complete the listing. And yeah, that is the error I've been getting. Cannot schedule an English auction for the future. I didn't have the time to study bugs. For me, it's a bug like this. But normally I will do that, complete, then it will ask my Meta, my wallet here, hey, this transaction, can you sign it for $70, $80 or so? Because that's Ethereum challenge, that the prices for gas are just crazy high. I say yes, for my awesome NFT, I will earn 100 times more, why not? That's it.
And then that's it. Now, what the person, the other end now, the consumer now, where does he obtain the knowledge of that pretty girl?
Your marketing, you market so well that he must be the owner of that picture of that pretty girl. It's your marketing. So there are agencies actually buying for people, because for many people who are sitting on money, they might have not learned it on computer and other things. So if you tell them, yeah, install a Web3 wallet, make sure your laptop is safe, make sure you don't have Trojan, make sure you're virus, make sure maybe you use a VPN, make sure no one is watching, make sure you write down your phrases, your seeds, and all that, they're lost. So that's where now you find Samsung is coming out with a TV whereby you see your NFTs inside, and I believe you'll be able to pay them with Samsung Pay and crypto within.
Well, of course, because anybody who could come up with a concept that pictorially does what you've just presented,
Exactly.
has got his home and dry,
Exactly.
because what you're doing now, it's not you're clicking, it's not programming. I mean, there's programming going on behind there, but I think Windows and Apple really got us away from all that. So now, and then we have touch screens now, but still the OpenSea and where we are now, it's still technology, the sort of engineering technology driven, meaning that the user has to go in and perform certain functions, understand certain phrases to get to the next step, and
True.
at the end,
True.
and then do it. But what's needed, obviously, is a platform that does everything for you like that, so you can see the NFTs and it does all that stuff that you're asking. So anyway, that's something else. But I mean, okay, so the person knows about it. Where does he then interact to get
the
that
platform?
NFT? Pardon?
On the platform, I go here, go to ads, or click the link that John has sent me, his awesome drop as NFT, and it's only you, I want to have it, nobody else, and the way to get it is doing this. Then you go and, oh my god, the pictures are horrible.
They're really horrible.
Let me use something else. I think it makes our video non-friendly here. Let me try this one. Next time I'll prepare better. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's better.
We take this cute
that's
one
cute.
here. Yeah. Well, $1,000 cute. Okay. So that is how the user interacts. He reads, hey, the lucky zeros NFT project. Da, 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 da. Wow, so sweet. Oh, wow, I want this one. So it has 19% of trade, so that's cheap. It's a computer generated, which says, okay, sheep wise, the animal, it has 19% of a sheep inside there. Then it has 80% of black inside there. I don't know, it's the background. Then, okay, background, 8%, okay. Then purple, it has, these are the traits of it, and you want to buy the one with very, very rare traits. Okay, that's another thing of NFT. So I read this, how I interact. I look at it and say, okay, let me buy it. I mean, it's $1,000 only, and such a cute, small, awesome. My wife will understand that we cannot go for holiday, but I can at least give this one as a small gift, and I'm the only owner of it. She'll be so happy. I use my crypto, which I wouldn't want to do, so I can copy here and send to this address, or I buy Ethereum directly and use my credit card here. So after doing so, shoop, it belongs to me. So when I go now to my profile, when it belongs to me, I will see that it is mine. It will be inside here. And I will also have an entry on the blockchain. That's it basically. So, time gone. I hope this was interactive, interesting. John, thank you so much for your questions and also brilliant inputs. Paddy has been silent from beginning to end. I don't think he's there. It could be a boot. So wish you all a nice evening. Thanks for joining. Sorry, I've not checked on YouTube, but I'll be happy to answer any comments. I see the boot of Paddy has activated itself. I said the right command. So nice evening. Thank you.
Nice evening to you too. Thank you for
Thank you.
presentation.
Thank you. Thank you for the energy.